Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, yesterday I realized shortly after I made the video that I failed to mention that it was election day. I was on my way to go vote at 10 a.m. yesterday morning, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even bring that up. I didn't even mention, seeing as I talk about politics on here, and I thought about that. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I'll speak for myself. Being a heavily left-leaning, Democrat, progressive, liberal-leaning guy, it's been a tough year. It has, and I don't blame it on Biden. I don't. I think it's the after effects of 4 years of the last administration, the after effects of a 20-year war, the after effects of an 18-month worldwide pandemic that was unheard of until last year. The after effects of the draconian, inhumane immigration policy of the last administration. Now, when I say that, I mean, I don't think, Trump's stance didn't change people wanting to come here. It just built up the dam. I think people were less likely, were terrified of their families being ripped apart, but they were still headed here one way or the other to escape worse situations where they were coming from, like Haiti. And it was just a dam building up. That's the way I see it. It wasn't Biden's policies. It was just the fear of this, and for Republicans to say this is a good thing, that the rest of the world fears this man, and that's why they vote for him. I don't know. I don't know how history is going to judge him or the people that support him. But anyway, like I said, I think this is all the after effects of the supply chain, inflation. These things are all connected and not connected, and they influence. We're seeing things influencing other things, and honestly, I can't blame it on Biden or anything. But I think maybe a lot of us, weren't all that psyched about Election Day yesterday. A bad feeling. So I tuned in this morning, Virginia. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to that, but Youngkin, the Republican, won. Another thing I noticed, that Trump has wasted no time running to social media and claiming, pretty much claiming that he won it for Youngkin. That if it wasn't for him and his people and his MAGA, that did this, I still don't get it. I don't understand how people can align themselves with such a blatantly narcissistic, arrogant POS. I mean, I don't like to go that disrespectful, but all right. So anyway, this morning I'm looking at the stories. Now I'll put the links to these two stories down below, and it's overwhelming. One story, another lady talking about anti-Semitic stuff, just ridiculous, the cabal and the deep state. And another story about the same group thinking that one of the Kennedys is going to come back to life and join Donald Trump. Seriously, again, I can't believe this fraction of people that are just in a fantasy world. All right. So I see all that this morning, and I decided, even though I've talked already a lot about politics up till now, I decided I wasn't going to talk about politics today. So I'm going to stop right here. This morning, so after I went through all these news feeds and I wasn't very inspired, I was in the bathroom washing myself up, getting ready to work out, shaving, and I was looking at my face. And I want to talk about age. My apps for YouTube give me an awful lot of information about my viewers, an incredible amount of information. Your age, where you're from, your nationality, I don't know not religion, country of origin. It gives me a lot of information. A lot of you guys are my age. And something occurred to me that I hadn't realized before as I was looking at myself in the mirror. That I'm actually not only comfortable with my age, but proud of it. Let me explain that real quickly. About 10 years ago, when I was 45, I remember this. I remember actually lying. I hate to admit this. I lied about my age on Facebook. And this was ridiculous because now I have like 2,000 friends on Facebook. But back then, it was only just a small group of people I went to school with, and my family. So they knew how old I was. And yet I still persisted. I called it a joke, and I listed my age as like 37 instead of 45, which is just brutally embarrassing to even admit right now, And I look back to then, and I was, the first signs of, loose skin and the wrinkles. A lot of times here on YouTube, when I look back and rewatch my videos and I see myself from different angles, you see the wrinkles. You see yourself in a whole different way than you're used to seeing in the mirror. You see a lot of flaws. And I realized that not only am I comfortable with this, but I'm proud of it. So as I was saying, 10 years ago, I was denying my age. I was trying to say that I was younger than I was. This morning, I thought about it. Now, I'm going to be 56. I'm 55 years old right now. And I'm going to be 56 in January. And all of a sudden, I realized that when I talk about my age in the recent time period, I overestimate my age. I tell people, in the last couple of months, in summer, I imagine, I've been telling people I'm 56, or I'm going to be 56 in January. Like I'm looking forward to becoming 56, and I'm proud of my age now. This all occurred to me this morning. And I started thinking about why that is. I think a lot of it has to do, of course, with the person I lost just 3 months ago. Friday, it'll be exactly 3 months since I lost Audrey, my best friend, my ex-girlfriend, and it showed me the fragility, how fragile life is. I remember sitting with her on the couch right before she was going to leave for Florida in June. And we're talking about what she's doing for work, what she plans on doing, her pets, her family, her career, her plans for the future. I'm talking about mine. Within a week of that, she got sick with COVID. Another week later, she was in intensive care. Within 6 weeks of that, she was gone. And that's a slap, man. That is a wake up right there. It doesn't matter the plans you make. I mean, this, I tell myself this a lot, and some people might look at it as morbid or whatever, but there's times when I say, I could be gone an hour from now, especially the way I live my life. If you had asked me and Audrey a year ago, which one of us was more likely to pass away in the next year, it would have definitely been me. The guess would have been me. I live very very extreme. I take a lot of risks. I still got a very propensity for confrontation. I get myself in positions. I don't say this proudly. I take a lot of risks. I always have. I got a very high social media presence, and not everybody likes that. And she was more sedate. And if you'd asked either one of us which one was more likely to be gone by this time, it would have been me. And it just goes to show, man, you really got to appreciate every day. Every day is a victory when you get down to it. A lot of times we just get so settled in, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, spring, summer, fall, Christmas, 4th of July, blah, 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 over and over. And then you really got to appreciate every single day, really. Every day is a gift, not a given. I know it's corny. So I'm looking at my face this morning, and I realized that I'm proud, I'm proud that I got another year under my belt. I made it another year. Not only did I survive, but I've thrived, my dream's still intact, but you really got to appreciate every day. And it's not looking about to the past, me wishing that I was still 37 when I was 45. And it's not just always looking, assuming that tomorrow or Christmas is next and 4th of July, what I'm going to do for 4th of July next year. But, not looking to the past, not looking to the future, but just enjoying and really being thankful for every day that passes by, that you've managed to not just survive, but thrive. just some of my thoughts today. I don't know, maybe it sounded corny, but it's the truth. It really is. I'll be back later. I got a lot to talk about. A couple incidents happened here. There was an incident with the police in Norwich, Connecticut a few days ago. And I noticed the police very nervous yesterday when I came up on them on my bike, all dressed in black. I want to talk about that. Also, this has been on my mind. I got in another confrontation in Walmart last Sunday. I wasn't going to talk about it, but it's still on my mind. So I'm going to make 2 more videos. I want to talk about this stuff. Also, I want to talk about how it feels like America has just moved way more to the right. The Democrats, some Democrats are actually Republicans. Manchin. Some of the stuff I'm going to talk about in the next videos. You guys have a great Wednesday. I'll be back shortly with another video.